Hello everyone, this is 𝘿𝙞𝙨 from the 𝘿𝙞𝙨 Law Firm and Partners from Italy, specialized on Italian visa programs, and welcome back to the channel. Today we want to talk about a really trending visa, the so-called investor visa for Italy or golden visa for Italy. Maybe you read online or after Googling a little bit for searching how you can come in Italy or come in Italy long-term after making an investment. Yes, this is the way. Maybe you read something about the golden visa, other European countries offer a golden visa programs, and Italy now offer a really new investor visa program, the so-called investor visa for Italy or golden visa program. Today, I want to speak about what is the investor visa, of course, the key points of the investor visa, how you can apply and what are the requirements. So how you can file your application and how it works. So talking about a little bit how it works for the application. The investor visa for Italy is a 2 years visa that you can renew for 3 years and 3 years and 3 years. So there is no specific limitation on how many times you can renew. So you will have 2 years for the first time, a 2 years residency permit to stay in Italy, a permit to stay in Italy for 2 years, and you can renew for 3 years and then another 3 years and so on after making an investment. We are talking about making an investment, but what type of investment you can do for qualifying for the program? Italy right now recognize 4 options, so 4 investments you can do and you can choose from, of course. The first one is investing into an innovative startup. The second one is investing into an Italian company, for example, buying stocks. The third option is a philanthropic donations. The last one is 2 million euros minimum as investment into government bonds. So here there are some specific categories of government bonds you can choose from. So these are the 4 options you can choose from. Statistically speaking, most of our clients in the past applied for the second one, so invest in an Italian company. So they just bought some stocks of the Italian company because then you can maintain your investment in time and then hopefully you can sell your stocks and have some gains. What is the application process? So how you can apply for the investor visa for Italy? The application process is technically divided in 3 phases. The first phase is the so-called pre-application. We will prepare your documents, so we will take care of everything, of course. We will collect all the documents, we will help you to collect the right documents in the right way. So you have to provide all the proof that you have this amount of money, the amount of money you want to invest. The second phase is the application itself. Here we have the application, we will manage your application, so we can manage everything for you. We will file your application and we have to wait 30 days for having an approval or not by the so-called investor visa committee, the Comitato Investor Visa. If your application is approved, then your documentation will be transferred to the local Italian consulate because the local Italian consulate will issue the investor visa itself on your passport. And then you are ready to come in Italy. You have 2 years for coming in it. As long as you will come in Italy, you have 80 days to apply for your residency permit as investor, and then of course you are formally and officially an Italian resident. We will talk a little bit more about the procedure. So right now it's just to better understand how it works, so the key points of the application process. So what are the benefits of the investor visa? Because the investor visa is a really unique visa, and that's why a lot of people are choosing to apply this way, so are choosing the investor visa, not other visas. The investor visa has a really unique benefits that they are unique only for this type of visa category. First of all, when it comes to the investment, what is really important to understand is that you have to do your investment to have your rights of residency, but the investment will be the last thing you will do. So you will do your investment only after you will have your visa, so after your visa will be granted. That's amazing, of course, because you won't lose any money. There is no risk that you make your investment, that you do the application process, and then maybe your application will be denied. So what about your money that you already invest? This is not applicable in Italy. The investment is the last thing you will do. You will start the application process, we will start for you the application process, we will file your application, and only after your application is approved, and only after you will have your visa in your passport, then you can make your investment. And the law says that you have 90 days or 3 months to make your investment. Here the common question: when I start counting my 90 days? You can start counting your 3 months since the moment you firstly enter in Italy. So from the moment you firstly enter in Italy, then you have 3 months to make your investment. That's really important because you have not to make your investment immediately after your visa. You can enter Italy when you want. You have 2 years to enter Italy. Italian laws allows you to come in Italy, get your resident permit, then it takes time to open your bank account because you have to make your investment through an Italian bank account. That's mandatory. It's a latest update from the regulation. So you cannot do your investment through your foreign bank account, but you have to open your Italian bank account and do your investment through your Italian bank account. The second benefit is that your investor visa is a high priority visa. So everything related to your application and also after your application, so by the fact you are an investor, a wealthy people invest in Italy, your applications are and will be always be considered as priority. So your visa will be processed with maximum priority by the consulate. Your resident permit for Italy will be processed with high priority. And everything related to other future applications, for example, if you want to apply for a family visa for your family, so you can allow your family to come in Italy, also this type of procedure is considered as a high priority for you because you are an investor. So we talk a little bit in general about the investor visa procedure. I will talk about the investor visa more deeper in another video, so you can understand point by point what are the documents, what you are required to submit, how the procedure works, how it can help you. So this is in general the procedure. There are two common questions. What happens if I choose to make an investment into an Italian company? So I invest my 500,000 euros in stocks of an Italian company, and then of course the stock market fluctuates. So what happens? The value of my stocks can be lower. So what happens during for example, the 2 years, or if I decided to renew during the 3 years? What if the value of the stocks change? It's not a problem. What is important is that when you apply for the first time for the investor visa, you made your investment equal or above the minimum that you request, so the 500,000. It's not a problem is that stock markets fluctuate. I mean, it's normal. It's not a problem. You have only to maintain your investment. You have not to sell stocks during the duration of your visa. You have not to touch your investment. As long as you have your investment untouched, then you can ask for renewals of your resident permit as an investor. The second and last question, quick questions that we receive is: what about my family? What I can do? If I want to bring my spouse? If I want to bring my children? Family is very important for Italy, and so you can do that. You can do that by the procedure of a family visa. You can ask your spouse and your minor children to come in Italy with you. There is a specific procedure that is called the family reunification. So they will have a family visa as, accompanying family members. And so, this is also a separate procedure. We can take care of it. It's not a problem. So yes, what is important is, of course, yes, your family can always come with you. And they will will have the same benefits as the main applicant, so as the investor. So we will talk a little bit more about the investor visa in other videos so you can understand better about the procedures. Subscribe to our channel, that's important, because as long as we post any videos and news and updates, you will receive immediately a pop-up notification. So that's really important. So this is Marco Bersani from the Bersani Law Firm, and see you soon with new videos and new updates.